Greetings, Martin Glenn, President of the S.E.E.D of Life. Our organization, S.E.E.D of Life, focuses on cultural awareness and economic empowerment. Speaking briefly on the importance of cultural awareness, we found it necessary when putting this organization together to focus on cultural awareness in the Black community because, for the simple fact, so many people are unconscious. When we're talking about consciousness, we're talking about awareness. And they're unconscious to who we are as a people, meaning us as Black people in America. Unfortunately, through the public school system and through TV indoctrination, we're being socialized, and we have a concept of us as Black people in America after slavery. So within our organization, S.E.E.D of Life, we focus on pre-slavery issues and the pre-slavery realities of us as African people of African descent living here in the United States. It is extremely important that we start early letting the youth know that we come from Africa, and we let them know that Africa is not all a third world country. For one, we let them know that civilization started on the continent of Africa, where we're dealing with science, mathematics. Those things came from Black people, African people. So we find it necessary to make a connection. There has to be a connection with people in America, Black people in America, to the continent of Africa. And in our program, one of our programs, our after-school program and our summer program, we like to give the children positive images of Africa, positive images of Black people, because unfortunately, when you turn on the TV, we see a lot of negative images through television or so-called reality TV shows. These are creating a false reality for our kids. But unfortunately, they accept it and it becomes their reality. So we want to give the children something positive. We want to show them that, one, the crime that they see on the news that's done by Black people, these things are not us by nature. Because when you study African history, you'll find out we're the pyramids, the architects of the pyramids. We rule kingdoms, we rule empires. These are things that are in our bloodline. So the children, once they have the knowledge of what we were in our glory, and then they can see what they are capable of doing today. So we find it very important when you walk through this facility that we have our program at. It's the O.W. Gurley Community Center. You'll find images of African art. You'll find images of great leaders, that resisted colonialization. You'll find images of the pyramids. You'll find images of Black people that were here in what was called America prior to Columbus. You'll find a lot of images that teach them about who they are. It gives them pride. And the great Marcus Garvey said, people without knowledge of their history is like a tree without roots. And that's the problem that we have in today's society. We have a people being brought up and they don't know who they are. So it's our main purpose to culturally teach our people, to wake them up, to open their eyes to who we are as a people. And therefore, we can start creating these programs which will grow into institutions and become schools. And therefore, we're creating people who know who they are. And if a man knows who he is by nature, then he knows what he's capable of, and we'll be creating more doctors, lawyers, scientists, and business owners. And that's our purpose here at the S.E.E.D of Life.
So the question was asked, why is cultural awareness so important? And for me, my perception is cultural awareness is so important because it's important for us to have a better understanding of our past so we can have a better understanding on how beautiful our future can be. It is very important to educate our youth and adults on our true history prior to slavery. Not talking about only the aspect of being kings and queens, but I'm talking about how we were scientists, how we built empires, how we studied the stars. It's not our nature to be thugs or loose women. That was programmed. That's something that was forced upon us from years and years of being beaten down and being enslaved. When you know who you are, when you know where you come from, You have a better high self-esteem to know that you can accomplish anything. When we understand that we come from greatness, that is within our blood, it's within our souls, then we will understand that we can accomplish anything as a people.